prep building up to that? How did it pay off for you guys?
The prep leading up to it was pretty hard. We had a tough week of practice, but it was very good. We strained to finish, and that's what we were focusing on. And to give up 0 sacks versus a very great defensive front, my matchup was tough. I mean, I had two great defensive ends that I seen last year, and they just keep improving. But yeah, they were really good, man.
Where do you feel like you've grown the most between last year and this year?
My mental, probably. I would say my mental, because last year, I give up sacks and all that, and I would get a little down on myself, and then I go home and kind of like soak for a little bit, but trying to get back to work. Right now, it's like if I give up a sack or a bad play, it's like you can't focus on that because it's really going to affect how you play for the plays that come on. Yeah.
Who helped you kind of change that mindset?
It's kind of something that happened within myself, because the hatred that I got last year for all the things that I was doing just made me want to not mess up ever again, you know what I'm saying, and to come in here and work every day. And Book was one of those guys that helped me for sure along the way, just helping with my mental. It's like, bro, you got to push through. You're going to be okay. You're going to be a really great player. So
is that the kind of encouragement that, for those younger offensive linemen that are kind of experiencing this for the first time, is that something that you give them? Is that something that you can kind of describe? Or?
I would say for sure. Like, I try to help them in any way. Like, the things that happen to me, I don't want to happen to them. So just trying to give them my insight to them, and just want to see them do the best and have success.
How much have you seen Elijah kind of grow at right tackle?
It's been really fun to see. He's been here for a while. He's grown mentally, strength-wise. Strong person mentally, physically, and he's really focusing on doing what he needs to do to change how he plays and get that success on the field.
Whether it's for Elijah or whether it's in terms of what can a performance like the LSU game do in terms of his kind of growth and confidence, I guess.
To know that you're going against a really great defensive front and not give up any sacks versus those types of guys, it gives you a boost of confidence, going into the next week and for the rest of the game, honestly. Because like I said, like it's not easy in the SEC.
You mentioned the amount of kind of hate that you got last year. Mm-hmm. What about, especially over the past few weeks, what about the love? Like, how do you
We definitely appreciate it. Love our fans. It gets a little rough sometimes, but you just got to look past that and take it into a fact. Like, you're gonna get hate, you're gonna get love. It is what it is. Treat it the same. Just move on with your day.
How much was your improvement just maybe getting used to the speed of the D1 game?
I would say going through practice really helped me a lot, going against guys like Dallas Turner and Chris Braswell, those types of guys, Zebo, all them types of guys that get off the ball and are really going to push you. That's what kind of got me up to speed, just practice.
Yeah. You mentioned, or talked to Tyler a couple weeks ago, and he kind of mentioned you as someone he sees maybe stepping into his role from a leadership perspective. You mentioned the advice he's given you to kind of improve. What has he told you, and how have you kind of tried to grow in that?
What I see from what he says from that is kind of just being a vocal leader to these guys. I obviously last year, even though you can lead as a freshman and whatever grade you're in, that really wasn't me. I tried to lead by example, and that's kind of what I kind of do right now. But looking into like next year, not really looking too forward ahead, but like just talking more to the guys and letting them know what they need to do, help them improve, and want to see them do good.
You guys have a tradition, I know, the offensive linemen, you walk around the field before every game. How did that kind of start? And, how does that help you get centered?
I don't know. I just came in and I seen Book, JC, all them walking around the field, and I just followed. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's something that was way beyond our time, so just continuing that.
Does that help you kind of get centered and stuff before a game, just taking in the environment and stuff?
I would say for sure, we have our headphones on, kind of getting locked in, getting that first feel of the field, your feet on the field, kind of walking around, getting the view of the menu, so it gets locked in.
How were y'all able to stay out of some of the third and long situations this past Saturday against LSU that you had, maybe in other road environments, and then how much does that help y'all have success on third down?
it's hard, you know, especially in the SEC versus fast guys off the edge and the different fronts that they show on 3rd and long. It's really hard to pick that up, you know, us as us 5 being one. Staying out of those is definitely great. I mean, obviously want to run the ball, get first downs, and stay out of those situations because those are definitely the toughest to go against.
You mentioned some of the struggles that you had last year. I feel like after last year's bye week is when the switch maybe flipped. Just what did that week do for you, and how do you think, you know, that
just taking time off and really tapping into my mental and really thinking about what I really need to do to get right.